Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura. Welcome to the Pattern Queens, episode 154. Today is Sunday, August 18th, and this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans. And Laura asking me if I'm ready while I'm still pulling things out and me being like, I'm totally ready. Of course.
We want to welcome you all to our channel. I know we've had a few new people check in with us. That's where it went. New
Mhm.
and check in went to extra.
Extra.
Yeah, that's
You
some of
might
the
be extra. We
shenanigans.
don't know.
But I hope you like what you see and that you come back and join us and comment below. We try and think of a question. We'll probably have an easy one today.
Mhm.
I'll think of that. I've kind of got one I think going.
Okay.
So it'll be fun to hear the answers too. You will get your opportunity to make Keisha giggle.
Oh, okay, great.
So Keisha, how has your week been?
It's been good. It's just been busy at work. I'm kind of in busy season. We're in budget time and end of our fiscal year and all that kind of stuff. So that's been fun. Yesterday, I took a journey out and met some friends for lunch. And then we peeled off. The dads took the kids. And then I got to spend some time with one of my friends, just hanging out and having some gelato without children around. So I was like, I could pick whatever kind I want because I don't have to share this. And what did I pick? A flavor called Dirt and Dinos.
That's
So I'm conditioned. But it was a lovely time. How's
awesome.
your week been? I know
It's
it's been
been,
eventful.
yeah, it's been pretty good. I was back to school, so that getting up early was brutal. Brutal, I
Mhm.
tell you. I am a night owl, so I am definitely on a night schedule during the summer, and having to try and switch and get up early and get to school on time is a bit of a challenge. And I can't find my badge. It's
Oh,
somewhere,
no.
but I can't find it, you know.
Mm,
So that's
nice.
okay. I've managed to get in the building every day. Um, but also this week we released the Magic Field Trip Sal through the Black Needle, which is a pattern that Katie has designed. And all you have to do to get it is to find the Amazon wish list for my school and donate, and then send us the receipt. And in a couple of weeks, Katie will be on the 31st, if that's the Saturday, on the 31st. Katie will be releasing the first installment of the pattern.
Yeah.
And if you couldn't tell, it is the Magic School Bus. So I've been jokingly saying that we're going to stuff the bus.
Yes.
And
Oh my gosh.
it's really exciting. Keisha's seen it. Oh,
I've seen
have you seen the updated one?
I have not seen the updated one. So now I'm even more excited. But if you get the newsletter from Black Needle, you got something telling you how to find that wish list, and there is a preview, and even the preview is cool. And then um, I don't know, just because Katie loves me, I got to see, I guess, the first draft of it, and so guys, it's really cool. It's really cool. So
Those of you
I'm
who grew
excited.
up with the Magic School Bus are just going to have such a good time. I believe it's also on our Instagram and in our Facebook.
Yeah.
So in our Facebook group. Um,
Right.
so if you are interested, go and check in on that. And I'm going to just blow Keisha's mind. We have already had it just went live at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday.
Mhm.
We've already had over 200 donations.
Whoa, that's crazy.
And the teachers at my school, it was so cute because I went to a meeting at school on Tuesday, and I asked the principal if I could just have a minute. And she said, well, of course, of course. And I said, um, my daughter has designed a pattern, and we are hosting the second wish list. And the room was like, woohoo, yay, awesome. And I talked to teachers all week who told me things like, we were hoping you would do this. So we've been thinking about what kinds of dreams we'll have this year. And it's really
That's
fun.
nice.
So there's a big variety.
Yeah.
I would tell you, you can sort the list and you can sort it by unpurchased, which is a good thing because since I haven't been at school to over the weekend to fix things, then I match things up when they come in and then I pull
Mhm.
them off of that list. So,
I I will tell you as a person who like tried to get on it immediately, already put something in my cart and it said, someone else has purchased this. Do you want to remove? So you do get something that pops up if somebody's already bought.
mhm. Yeah, so if you can filter and sort, I think you can from your side. I would have to see it.
Mhm.
I think you can filter and sort, and there should be an unpurchased option. There is on my side.
Mhm.
So if you can do that, that'll make things easier. And we thank you so, so much. I work at a Title I school, so we are a low income school. And our community is just not always able to provide everything that our students need. And that's why we have this wish list. I should have said that in the beginning. We're
Mhm.
the fifth most diverse school in Missouri, and our district also has the first most diverse school in the district. So
Mhm.
I mean, it's a big deal. A
Yeah.
huge number of our kids are on free or reduced lunch. We're probably one of the few schools that has a free before and after school student care program. So lots of things, but uh,
Cool.
yeah, it's fun.
I'm glad we get to come together as a community to help.
It's really awesome. And then I'm just saving all of the emails into a folder because Katie's already seen them, but I want to go back and read the notes because the notes that people put on their receipts, that they put in the email when they send their receipts is it's so fun. And
Mhm.
it's what our hearts need. Let me tell you, our buckets and cups and spoons and everything else are getting really, really full. And I can't wait to
Awesome.
see faces at school when I start walking around with the cart. They said that last year they could hear me with one of my carts walking around and they would just all get excited and the kids would get excited. I wonder who's getting new things today. So it's fun.
That's great.
So anyway, enough, right? I have one thing for haul. Do you care if I just go ahead and show?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my haul this week, whoops, came in this bag.
Woohoo.
So it is my monthly silks for you. Yeah, I'm just determined to throw it on the floor. I'm gonna show it on the back of this.
Ooh.
Really, I suppose it goes with either. That's what's fun. There we go. But there is purple and pink in both of those variegated.
Yes. Oh, those are
Isn't that
so beautiful.
gorgeous?
Yes.
So that's my haul this week. Your turn.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm just going to give a spoiler alert. If you got the July box from the Black Needle Society and you haven't received yours, you may just look away for like, give me less than 5, but come back. But I don't want to spoil you if you haven't gotten it yet, but most people have. So
Just
I'm not going
scan
to show,
forward a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to kind of hit the highlights. Um, but if we got it at camp, we just got it in the bag, which says, I have loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. And my first thought about this bag as the mother of a small child is I told Katie, I was like, James is gonna see this bag and say, that's Elsa. And he did. It's the blonde with the blue dress. She kind of
Yes.
like Elsa.
That's by Ink Marked Tattoos, which is Katie Landis.
Yes, it's beautiful.
I
Not Katie Landis. She's talented.
got to get a drink because we said that.
Speaking of Katie Landis, we got the next installment of these really cool buildings that she designs as floss jewelry, and this is Stardust and Stitches. We have several of these so far. I love them.
This
I
is
think they're so
number
fun.
5 in the Needlework Shop series,
Ah,
which made
so
some people crazy because they did what you absolutely just did. Okay, so we have
where did I get them?
one of them was in a Halloween box.
One was in a nice list box. One was in the flamingo box. And I'd have to think about where the other one is. I have them all.
There you go.
The next thing is we got this needle minder that is absolutely a Peter Pan needle minder and says second star to the right and straight on until morning.
And that's a Katie Landis.
Katie
This was
Landis.
this was Katie got her art skills out this time, and
And you can tell she definitely has a point of view in her artwork. So
mhm,
you can tell. We got these cool flosses from Fiberlicious. This is Ursa Major.
a purple one for me. Yeah.
Shooting Stars. And Milky Way.
I was watching Tara Wildewoman on
Mhm.
Flosstube, and she was saying she might take the second one and do a test stitch to see how it will come out. And I thought, oh, well,
Oh
that's
yeah.
a smart idea if you took just a little to see what it would
And
do.
how? Yeah, that is a smart idea. Because sometimes I get overwhelmed with things that are that variegated, like
Hmm.
what I should use it for. Um, we also got some neck lamps. So you just like put this around your neck and then you can shine the light on things. I actually already have a set of these from before because my friend Laura Landis turned me on to these and I use them
Turned you
whenever I'm
on, huh?
stitching. Yeah, yes. And I use them whenever I'm like stitching in the car or I don't do it anymore because now I'm holding a baby whenever I put James to bed, but I used to wear them whenever I was putting him to bed. So I just have a little bit of light to stitch by while he was going to sleep. And then the last thing I'll show you is the pattern that came, and this is Starry Owl from the Blue Flower. And let me hold it so you don't get all the glare on it. But I think that owl is so fun. I'm really excited to stitch it.
I love that. That's one that I told Katie right away. I want to stitch that one, please, please, please. So
Well, maybe we'll have to throw it in our next year. We're starting things that we've gotten in
there
Black and
you
Go boxes.
go. Yes, I still have to pull all those out.
Yeah, I have to kit all my stuff up. So any that was most of the stuff in the box. But not everything. So you can look up now if you've just been listening to me and not looking.
Okay, so next up, we are ready for some whips. And I know that if
Yes.
I go first, I will also go last. So,
hmm We coordinated this time. We talked about it ahead of time.
yes, we actually planned a little. My
Professional
first
operation over
one
here.
is Rose's Village by Madame Chantilly. That's pretty good. And I am stitching this. I started this with my friend Eunice back in February, and I did not get anything really done on it. And then I picked it up and got more of the vine, and I have the windows of the first house now.
hmm
I was going to work on the vine all the way across, and I thought that will make me not want to ever stitch on it. So I am going to put in some of the cute little houses as I go.
Oh,
Now
cool.
I was peeking. Yeah, this is fiber on a whim, 32 count linen in Lagoon. There, that's
Ooh.
pretty good. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. So, and I have that in a bag from Evertotes. I just thought that
Nice.
was a cute one. So kind of pinkish. It is cold in our living room today, so I am wearing my mitts that my friend Cece Gilmore knit for me.
Fun.
Okay, next up, I'm going to show you where I am on Life After Death by Long Dog.
Yes.
And it's in my bag by the 805 Stitcher. Love this one. Oh, I'm showing two, Keisha.
That's okay. I was just going to let you go. You seem so excited to show us.
And this is where I worked this week in this quadrant. So I
Mhm.
did get all the way around. I fixed the error that I had. So that is off my brain. Well, I fixed the error down here. I'll have to do a little work up above. So that part, but I think last week I got to show you that I finished this side.
Oh, you've got it upside down.
Oh, darn it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There we go. I finished this side.
Hmm. Wow.
I have a little bit of back stitching to put in, but I did take a few days when I knew I was ahead and I did some of the back stitching. So as I
Okay.
went, and in looking, I don't think I really have all that much. If I were smart, I would pull out my paper pattern and get a
Hmm.
highlighter and I would mark every bit of back stitching.
Yeah.
That could
Yeah.
be a
Because it's
good
hard
idea.
to see on the patterns.
Well, yeah, and I mean, we both use Pattern Keeper. You have to go to the PDFs and look for it, and
Mhm.
um, it is not it's not highlighted. It's not a different color. It's black in there,
Yeah.
so sometimes it's really hard to see it.
Yeah. It's hard for me to see on the PDF on my Death by Cross Stitch
Okay,
for sure.
all right. So you show, and I'll give the
Okay.
link.
I'll take a picture. So I I didn't finish it, but I got pretty close. I've been working on
Oh,
Where's My Margarita from the Silver Needle, because I was finally to the fun fibers that made me buy the thing in the first place. And this is all just a kit that I got. I think it's like an 18 count natural linen, but I'm stitching over two on it. So I finished the sombrero and I'm gonna get up here so that you can like see the difference in the textures.
so
And
pretty
then
with the sparkles.
yeah, it's fireworks from Rainbow Gallery. The velvet is also from Rainbow Gallery, but the tans of the sombrero are a velvet floss. This is just a pearl cotton, and then these are fireworks. And it goes up a little bit further. I was just doing what fit in my hoop. But I'm pretty close. I have to finish the red all the way up, and then it goes to about here. Um, that part, and then there's some fuzzy stuff to put on the cactus and some back stitching with the gold fireworks on the sombrero. And I'll have this done. I've been having a lot of fun with it. But one challenge I'm coming up with is getting the fireworks to lay correctly so that they're not like all twisted up so that it looks full. It's kind of hard to do. So it's just taking a little bit of time to do the actual stitches to make them look nice. Um, but I've been having a lot of fun with this. I'm
Awesome.
excited to work on it. It's something that's just like kind of sat in my whip pile for a long time and it's been fun. So
Okay, I'll show you then. I have Coffee Quaker from Heartstring Samplery. And um I this has been really fun for me. This is stitched on a 28 count vintage linen, I believe from Zweigert. And this has been really fun. I think I am, yeah, I'm the right way. Okay. That's where I am right now. And you can see my
oh
hoop
wow.
where I've been
Yeah.
working. So I finished this one
Hmm.
and then I put in the flower and the basket and this because the colors for this are in this.
Yeah.
And then I've started this next little motif, which on here you almost miss right by the
Hmm.
basket here.
Yeah.
So um I actually chose two colors for that symbol. This one is slightly darker, so I thought it would show up better.
Yeah, for sure.
But and this is my needle minder from camp that Dusty did with the cork top.
Mhm.
So I
So
love this
fun.
one.
Right. Well, I'll show you my last whip that I worked on. I have no idea why this was in my brain or why I wanted to pull it out, but I did. I pulled out Biscornest from the Crosswing
Oh,
collection. And so I had previously finished both of the parts for the scissor fob, but I had not started the parts for the nest. So I'm just going to show you because I'm really proud of them. The parts that are the scissor fob. So here's that. The outside is over two, you can kind of see, and then the inside is all over one. And I was looking at it and I was like, man, that just looks so good. And there's the back of the scissor fob.
we
So
could
I
do
started
hand
on,
finishing on that similar to a Biscornu.
yeah, I looked at now that I've taken a Biscornet finishing class. I looked at the instructions for how to finish the nest, and it's exactly like what you showed us. So
Oh, I mean
I
your
was like,
little scissor.
oh,
We can do a
oh, the scissor fob.
similar finish.
Oh,
So you can
yeah,
do it
maybe
all
so.
in hand.
Oh,
Easy.
that would be good because I don't have a sewing machine. But this week, and I just left it in the hoop so that I could get up in here. I started the little over one eggs. So
Oh
the
my
rest of the
gosh.
nest is over two, but the little eggs inside are all over one. So I've started the color that's kind of on the outside of the eggs. Um, I just love this. I didn't think I was really going to like it as well as I do, but it's fun. I'm going to have to buy more in this series.
I've watched Amy Loves Toads, and she has done several of those, and they are so cool.
Yeah, it's they're beautiful, and Crosswing Collection, they're great big nerds over there because they're like, this is the reason why it looks this way, and let me tell you about specifically about the nests that the yellow warbler uh builds so that you can know why I'm going to have you do all of this extra work whenever you're doing the finishing on the nest. So it's really cool. And um it seems intimidating, but they have really, really good diagrams and everything in here. So I've just been looking and following the instructions.
Awesome. I have one more, and
Right.
this was my other start at camp that was so pitiful. And I didn't even pull it out last week. It was just one that I missed setting up. So I have both. I should show both of these. It's right here. I have both Floral Etchings and Floral
Mhm.
Etchings 2. However, when I went and purchased the floss, I had more floss for this one. So I've started it. And I don't know if I'll do them in a line like this,
Mhm.
which if I do, then I think this flower right down here,
Mhm.
I will do some of the top border like they did with this flower, because then it would make them reflect each other.
Yes.
So anyway, I love these. These are so pretty.
Mhm.
And I pulled it out a couple of times this week, not for very many stitches, but I did get this. So
Nice. That's
this
a good
I
start.
start in the bottom right. So I'm starting on the pink flower.
Very cool.
So that is my last one. And that's my purple gummy bear that we got from
Love it.
Daphne. And he's
Mhm.
sparkly and I love him. So, and I took all of my things I was going to start. This is what's funny about me not pulling this out last week. I had all of the pieces that I planned to start in this camp bag.
Oh.
So
Nice.
why didn't I remember and pull this out? I don't know.
That's okay.
That's my last one. Um,
Awesome.
it was pretty good. I um I was tired when I came home, and I told Keisha I had one night where I really wanted to stitch, and I got through what I needed to on my Life After Death, which is still on track to finish by the end of November.
Wow.
And I think I told you I hit over 60% last
Yes.
night.
Yes.
So
I just got a message that I woke up to in the middle of the night because I was up feeding. And it just had a percentage. And I was like, oh, I know what this means.
I knew you would. I was like, I'm
Yes.
not wasting words. I'm going to bed.
No, just gonna put a percentage. She'll know.
But one of those nights after I managed to get those stitches in, I sat here and I was going to do such good work on my floral etchings. And I got 35 stitches and I woke up later and I was still holding the needle.
Been
So
there. Yeah. I we were discussing on Friday whether or not we were going to do a stitch with us or a regular floss tube because it usually depends on me and how much I've gotten to stitch during the week. And I was like, oh, we can do a regular one. I'm gonna have 3 whips because I had something planned to work on Saturday night and I fell asleep. Uh, Owen and I were sitting out in the living room, and my husband was putting James to bed, and I Owen fell asleep on my chest, and he was just so warm and snuggly, and I must have just fallen asleep because about 11 o'clock, here comes my husband, and he's like, "You should go to bed." I'll go to bed.
Oh, we had back to school night on Thursday night. And then, so we were there until 7. And
Mhm.
then the next morning, I had to be at school and ready to leave on a bus by 7:30 because it was our convocation day and they bus us
Oh,
to the location. So yeah, I was like, oh my God, I can't do this.
oh
But
no.
got there. Do you want to talk about some plans?
Sure. I don't really have a whole lot of plans. That's kind of, I guess, my new thing is I have
Is your
absolutely no
plan
plan.
to finish the Where's My Margarita? That's
Yeah,
close,
I'd like
right?
to finish it. Hopefully, like I said, it's kind of slow going just because I don't want to mess up the fibers as I'm stitching. But hopefully I can finish that. And then I'll probably work more on the Biscornest because I don't know. I don't know why I wanted to work on that so badly, but I just pulled it out. And there are a couple of other things that I'd like to stitch more on, but we'll just see how it goes. It could be that I only work on Where's My Margarita. So,
I would like to get some patterns ready to go so that I can get them. I want to get them set up in Pattern Keeper so that I'm
mhm,
ready to go with them. So I may
yeah,
spend
for sure.
some time getting things set up. But the other thing I need to do is figure out how many pieces I have, how many whips I have that would fit Sampler September, because I
Oh,
love
yeah.
my samplers and I don't tend to pull them out as much. And
Hmm.
I mean, I can think of like 3 or 4 right off the top of my head if I'm thinking traditional sampler,
Sure.
but I also have like some spot samplers and things. I don't know if I'll include those for fun, but
Yeah.
I was trying to decide if I've had an August finish yet.
Mm.
I'm not quite sure that I have. I can peek real quick
Uh,
because that's one of my goals is to just have, come on, go back up there. One of my goals is to just have a finish every month.
sure. I have already had a finish in August because I finished Summer
Hmm.
Treats, the topper for my Biscornu, while we were at camp.
I have not had a finish this month. My last one was the Biscornu that I did.
Mm.
So Yeah, July 27th, that was my last.
Ah,
So I've got to get something to a point where I am ready for it to be finished and get it
sure.
done.
Yeah,
We have
that'd
a
be good.
while. We have what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, you have plenty of time.
We'll see. We'll see what I get through.
Right.
So, and then I know Keisha and I have plans to start a sampler in October. It's
Hmm.
they call it the Orange Tree Sampler. It's a fun
Yeah.
one. It's from Carriage House.
Carriage house.
Okay.
Yep.
And I always have to decide whether it's Carriage House or Kathy Barrick.
Ah,
And it's an orange cat sitting under a big tree.
that
So,
has the alphabet.
yes. And it should be really, really fun. So if you want to get
Mhm.
that and join us, we'll probably start it on a stitch with us and then have it
Yeah.
going. So,
Yeah, that'd be fun. And maybe we should start it in September since it's a sampler.
oh, we
Sampler season.
could. That would be a good stitch with us, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So, do you think that we've rambled enough?
Oh, yes. And I hear lots of noises coming from outside of my door, so the shenanigans have already started out there.
Then there's really nothing left to say but bye.
Bye. Have a good week.